lighting it up. There.
Mr. Wilson, may I present a book for your wife? It's poetry of smoking.
Oh, good, you
So
enjoy
I'm sure
that.
she will enjoy it, won't she? My husband thought of that.
There are over 400 pieces in this first ever exhibition in London, and on opening day almost as many pipes as pressmen. They include the oldest ever, pipe that is, which was found in an Inca tomb, right through to almost grotesque 18th century European varieties. It's an exhibition made up from private collections, and altogether the whole thing would be worth over £100,000.
Sir Walter Raleigh's pipe as reputed. But no one has authenticated the story, of course, but it's a lovely story, isn't
It's a
it?
beautiful one.
Okay. We then come on to...
The one presented to Mr. Wilson is neither of glass nor porcelain. It's a briar pipe.
What turned me on to pipes was long negotiations with the Soviet Trade Minister in 1947. They had a somewhat barbarous habit in those days, since relaxed, I'm happy to say, due to the working hours of Generalissimo Stalin, who used to like to start work in the afternoon and go on till 5 or 6 in the morning. So and all his ministers had to do the same, and so any visiting negotiator, of course, must expect to be sent for by Mr. Mikoyan to start his trade negotiations at 2 a.m., when perhaps the Russians thought his resistance was lowest. I found, going over from a cigarette to a pipe, that I was able to sit out these negotiations with great relaxation, without giving anything away, and in fact to sit it out as long as any of the Soviet ministers, even the redoubtable Mr. Molotov, known to his colleagues as Stone Bottom. Well, that was one thing the pipe did for me. I mean, gave me the relaxation. I'm not suggesting it caused any malformations or anything. And I've stuck to it ever since. I think smoking a pipe makes a man better to live with, because he's more tolerant, as we all are, more easygoing, more generous-minded, and all the other attributes normally associated with pipe smokers. I'm sure every pipe smoker here will agree with that assessment, that modest assessment of ourselves.
You know, the advertisements, Mr. Wilson, make up pipe smokers to be more virile, more exciting, more fascinating men than anybody else. Do you have that thought ever, remotely, perhaps way back in your mind?
No. No.
Promise?
Quite sure about it. I think it has been a gift to the cartoonists. In my early days in politics, the cartoonists used to complain there was nothing to cartoon about my face. David Lowe was a member of my golf club and used to look at me when I came off the course and try to find something and shake his head sadly. And when I started smoking a pipe, it wasn't for his benefit. They did have something to seize onto.
How many pipes do you carry around with you?
Normally 3.
How many have you got on you now?
2.
And including this one you've just been given?
3 now. 3 now, yes. Yes, I brought 2 with me and I go away with 3.
Why do you need to carry these?
Well, suppose you drop it or break it. I have done that occasionally. It was your only pipe. You'd have nothing to smoke with. Or sometimes they get, as I think they say in the trade, bunged up. Well, in the northern trade.
Do you have a collection at home?
Quite a number, yes. And I shuffle them round and take different ones out when they need cleaning.
And what happens to the old ones?
I'm not sure I should say this, but quite a lot go to charity bazaars and sales of work and things like that, to be auctioned or raffled.
And aren't they pretty smelly and messy by then?
Yes, but if you get some money for them, that's all they want, I think.
Well, you know, my trouble is I've been trying to smoke this pipe all today, and I can't make
Shall I
it
give you
stay
a light?
alight. Yes, please.
I think it's much too full.
Is it?
Much too tightly packed, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it needs to be a lot looser.
Was it done professionally for you?
Well, yes, it was. It was
Yes,
done,
well, mine,
it was done by...
the Ogden lady did a bit...
Can we try it anyway and just see it?
Keep on drawing. Now you've got it.
Now, how do I make it stay that way?
Keep on puffing.
Have you got any tips for novice pipe smokers, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, if you are a cigarette smoker, and if you find the pipe a bit rough at first, smoke a cigarette before it, and then smoke a cigarette after it. And then, in the end, you won't need to be weaned. You'll be a fully fledged pipe smoker. But that's the way to wean yourself.
This is the first time it's working. Mr.
Well, it's
Wilson,
working
thank
now.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.